Hey there guys, it's your good pal Wiggly, and welcome back to more Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village Blind. In the last episode, we did an entire episode in between chapters 4 and 5, which is impressive, and got right to the start of chapter 5, where we had just talked to Ramon, and Ramon seems to be doing just fine despite the kidnapping, doesn't even remember it, and Inspector Chelmy got very suspiciously angry at us, and was basically like, hey, back off of the case, this is my case, go find the golden apple like a good boy. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. Real quick, I want to mention that I am still feeling a bit under the weather with like my sinuses and whatnot, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird in this episode at any point, that is why. I apologize, but I feel good enough to record, and I don't want to have any more super long breaks, man. I want to play these games, man. Alright, so it doesn't seem like, even though we've entered the chapter 5 flag, it doesn't seem like there's anything new outside, unfortunately. We need to go talk to Matthew here, to see if we can find any, puzzle solving charm, to see if we can find any clues about the golden apple. Oh, by the way, regarding Flora Reinhold, the whole her passing away thing was totally made up in my head. I went back and I even looked at like the previous episode before where I had mentioned it to see if I was correct in that, and no, she is not dead. That is literally just something that I invented in my head somehow. So, it is what it is, I suppose. It is not confirmed that she has passed away or anything. She just isn't here for whatever reason. Maybe that's another mystery, who knows. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the golden apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me, of course. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. That's okay, Matthew. You've been like the one person, especially in this building, that has been super kind and helpful to us, so we appreciate it. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. Who the heck is Ingrid? I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid. It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work. Matthew! Yes, madam. I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Is she here in town? Let's see, at this time of day, I'd imagine she's out walking around by the general store. Please do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly. I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Okay. Isn't the Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed. We also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Ah, it's her. Okay. Come, Luke. Let's go find the old girl. Off we go, then. The general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. Okay. Sounds good to me, man. Can we go up and find anything new? Anyone got any puzzles for me? Dahlia doesn't seem to. Chelmy doesn't. This guy, once again, yet another puzzle. The bachelor-to-be, man. Oh dear, I'm stumped again. And I just know I'll never find a bride of my own if I don't solve this puzzle. I'll spend my golden years alone, with only the smell of cats and ribbon candy to keep me company. Doesn't sound so bad. I beseech you, Professor. Please help me solve this puzzle. That voice is hard to do and speak clearly. Puzzle number 103, wood cutouts. I have not seen a puzzle above the number 120 yet. I don't believe. And that feels like a nice round number. Maybe it's just Mario 64 conditioning, but that sounds like a very nice round number to have for puzzle count. You have a single sheet of balsa wood, as shown in the diagram below. Your job is to cut the wood along the dotted line so that you end up with 4 identical pieces. The pieces may face different directions, but they must be not be mirrored versions of each other. Go on and get chopping. Okay. Well, I'm going into this episode with a little bit of a different mentality. This may sound silly, but I'm going to attempt to be smarter. I know that sounds really goofy to say, but so far in this past like while, I have kind of just like resigned myself to being like, oh, you know, oh, I'm just a little bit stupid, it's okay. But I'm going to try to be more proactive in my thinking here and read a bit more carefully to avoid any, like, crazy, dumb moments. But if they happen, man. Okay. So we need 4 identical pieces, and they can't be mirrored versions of each other. Okay. Well, that completely rules out, like, doing this, right? But I mean, like... Huh. I mean, if you just flipped it over, it wouldn't be mirrored anymore, but I doubt that's what they want. So... how are we gonna get 4 identical pieces any other way? That's the interesting thing here, is I'm not totally sure how we're going to achieve that, because if we ever extend, like, too far... Can I get rid of you? Thank you. If we ever extend, like, too far upward here, like, if we did this shape is screwed, like, up top. So we can't extend too far up. Huh. Your job is to cut the wood along the dotted line so that you end up with 4 identical pieces. Like, we can't do, like, this shape, right? Yeah, no, because then we're screwed on that front. I'm having a lot of trouble seeing... unless it's a trick question, and flipping it counts as it not being mirrored for some stupid reason. Unless it's something like that, I can't see a way to have 4 identical pieces. 'Cause, like, even if we did like this, unless it truly does count for these bottom 2 to be combined into one shape, that won't work either. So, like... huh. Even if we, like... yeah, because there's, like, 3 2x2 squares on the sides. That kinda... I mean, we could get 5 identical pieces. Do I have to have... well, no, that's not... never mind. The middle one's bigger. I mean, I do have 4 identical pieces. It doesn't say I have to have just 4 identical pieces. Is that the trick? Maybe? I'm not totally sure. Let's use a hint, because I have plenty of coins. So, this puzzle would be a lot easier if you were allowed to use mirrored versions of a shape as well. Since you can't, though, here's a hint to get started on your right track. Don't start off by dividing the wood into 2 pieces straight through the middle. Okay. So, like... I'm gonna use one more hint, because I don't want to, like, waste carrots. Have you ever seen a standard office staple? Well, that's the shape you're looking to cut out here, except it'll be a bit longer in the middle than your standard staple. Okay, well, that helps somewhat. That means I'm not on the right track at all. So what? Like that? That's kind of a staple shape, but then in the middle here we have... Oh, like that. There we go. There we go. Interesting. Okay.
There we go.
You see, me using the hints there was good. I just don't want to, like, spam the hints. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't need them, then, you know, I'm not going to use them. But that was very helpful. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure that one out on my own. That's right. Once you got the shape of the pieces, it wasn't so difficult, but it wasn't all that easy to find them within the wood, was it? Oh, happy day. With that puzzle out of the way, I'm confident that no woman will be able to resist me. I'll be bidding my loneliness goodbye before I know it. Mysterious bottle. Well, it could be alcohol, so let's go into Layton. Okay. Let's go ahead and head into the inn. Into the inn. I'm not sure what to make of this, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I figured Layton would like that one more, so he gets to keep it then. How are we doing on the painting? We still don't have quite enough to really make any significant progress, unfortunately. I think these two pieces go together, though. Do they? Yes. For sure. And this one goes here? No. Not at all. Does it go here, though? We are so close, yet so far on this one here. I think this one goes here, though. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually seeing, like, the outline of a head here. We're starting to get the outline, and it looks like I do have it in the correct direction, which is pretty nice. We're liking that. Here? Nice! I think I have everything in the correct spot so far as this puzzle goes. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back to the game. I can already feel my voice disintegrating as we record. I may have to take a break in the middle of the episode, but I want to play more, man. Oh, okay. I'm not allowed to go back there anymore? Oh, I guess I accidentally tapped on Chelmy himself. Okay. So let's get out of here. And there's Ingrid right there, but do you have anything new for me? No. But what a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep. Sounds good, man. You do you, I suppose. Is there anything... Oh. What? What do you mean? There's something. Ah, a hint coin there. Okay. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do another entire like playthrough, because it seems like the puzzle solving charms are missable, which kind of stinks. Okay, there's nothing new in here. Hello, Ingrid. How are you? Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do you for, sir? Do for you. That's the Midwest in me seeping out. Earlier we were at Reinhold with... Wow, we were talking brain. That's sick brain for you right there. Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? All right, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife, please. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You'd never seen a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection. So where has Flora gone? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. I'd kind of believe it. I don't know, man. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden. Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a hunch that the grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. Sounds like it to me, man. However, I would like to do a small sweep through the town to see if we can find any new puzzles, and I will meet you guys if I do in fact find anything new. Aha! Mr. Stamp Guy. Since you've come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedure and solve this puzzle. Okay. Sounds good to me, man. Number 64, odd equations. Uh-oh. Sounds like math. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It sure looks like it to me, without even looking at the numbers. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. What? Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Okay, I have to resist my brain just shutting off because this is kind of stupid, and math is just, I'm allergic. So 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 equals 2. So what would it be, 1? If we just subtract 6 anyway, even though it's plus? I don't know if that's... In what world would 8 plus 6 be 2? I don't understand. Because it's not even like if we do like a weird overflow thing, right? Where it's like, oh, we go above 10 and then reset to 0. It would be 4 in that case. That probably makes no sense to you guys, but that's where my brain is going. So like, do I want to throw out 1 there and potentially miss Picarets? I'm gonna use a hint. At first, it might look like whoever wrote this on the board was terrible at math, but the truth is that just about everyone does calculations like these. Heck, you probably do it just about every day. What? Okay. At first, it might look like whoever wrote this on the board was just terrible at math, but the truth is that just about everyone does calculations like these. What on earth are you talking about? Yeah, the only way I can make any sense of this whatsoever is if I just go for 1, I think. Because, like, if the plus sign is actually the same as a minus sign in this, then let's just let's throw it out there. If I lose Picarets, I lose Picarets, man.
Here's my answer.
Okay. Okay, what are we looking for here, man? Oh, it's time! Oh, I see. I thought it had maybe something to do with like a dozen or something, which it does if you think about 12 in that way. That's okay. Weird. You are correct. This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., it becomes 2 a.m. Move 6 hours from 8 a.m. and the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at the answer 1 p.m. I did it in like a weird... I did it in like a really weird way. Okay, well, lucky guess, I guess. Thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. Okay. I should have guessed it was, like, time-related in some way, shape, or form. I got my hint coin back, which is nice. Thank you, Mr. Doggo. I appreciate it. Doesn't the dog have a name? If he does, then I don't remember it. Did we name him? B-Dog. That's right. That's right. I named him B-Dog. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's see if we can find anything new. Ooh! Okay, the dog alerted me to a puzzle in the sign. Oh, look, Professor, I found a hidden puzzle. My Luke voice changes every episode, I swear to God. Number 113, the Pet Hotel. Oh boy, match time. A town not far from your home recently opened a ritzy hotel for pets. Can you guess what kind of animal is currently relaxing in room 97? Move 2 matches to form the answer on the screen below. Okay. A ritzy hotel for pets. Move 2 matches. I don't know. The one down at the bottom feels wrong. Don't forget we can also turn them diagonal. The ones that feel like incorrect to me are this one and this one. If we do that... The way I'm looking at it, like, these 4 look like they could be legs, right? So... Is it a 4-legged animal? Move 2 matches. Can you guess what kind of animal is relaxing in room 97? The number doesn't help. A town fun... a ritzy hotel for pets. I mean, the most ritzy animal to have in this scenario would be a cat. But, like... I'm not really seeing... how I'm gonna make a cat out of this. Is it another word? It sure fucking is, man. It sure is. C-A... Look at me, man. You can't fool me twice.
How does this sound?
Let's go, dude. That feels good. Very nice. Ah, to be a pampered pet. That is a creepy looking cat up there. That was a cinch. It sure was. I'm glad that I was initiated with the food one. If I wasn't initiated with the food one, I probably would have struggled on that one just as much as I did with the food one. Actually, maybe even more because I had to do 2 of them. I had to move 2 matches instead of just 1 match to get the word. Oh good, you have a puzzle for me now. Tee-hee-hee, who are you looking for this time? Wanna rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Sure. Why not? 20 picarats should be easy. Which job? 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Aside from the information below. Okay. Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. Well, it should be A then, right? Because, like, let's see. Let's see. My gut says A. So $100,000 a year. We'll just go 100. With a $20,000 raise yearly. Which means that I get another 20 every year. Okay. So Company B does 50,000 every 6 months, which is 100 again. And if they only give me a $5,000 raise, it's literally, it's just Company A.
Well, here's my guess.
What? I was so confident. Why is it that you earn more money with the other company? What? Why would it be? What did I misread? Oh, god damn it. Oh, I was so confident. I was like, this is very obvious. $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. Yeah, I don't see how that adds up more. It's obviously answer B, but like I'm trying to figure this out. $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000. Oh, it's because of like the frequency of the raise. It would eventually add up to more, like in a quicker amount of time. Is that how that works? Oh, I see. That's really interesting. Okay, because it's like, yeah, okay, because like it's like 100, and then by year 2 you'd be earning 120, then by year 3 you'd be earning 140, 160, 180, 200. But then over here on this side you'd be going like 50k, and then 55, and then 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Wait, would you even catch up though? But wait a minute. On this side, you're earning 105. You are earning more money. Wild. You're just earning you're earning $5,000 more. That's weird. Okay. That's really interesting. Okay. Weird. Nice one. As seen in the image above, you actually calculate things out. You would see that the salary for Company B will always be $5,000 higher than the corresponding salary at Company A. Well, what the heck? That's super weird. Okay. Oh, you did it. Okay, I guess I should give you some info as a reward. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so dumb? I'm not surprised by that whatsoever, actually. I've been suspicious of Dahlia from the beginning. Houseplant? I think Layton would like a plant more. Who knows? Maybe Luke is into botany. Even though in the most recent Luigi's Mansion episode, we've discovered that no one gives a shit about botany. I guess it's kind of calming. Ah, the delicate emerald hues of nature, just lovely. Well, the bottle's like in the way of the... Okay, well... Whatever, that's fine, I guess. I almost always press the back to home button. Of course you have a puzzle for me again. I'm not gonna do the voice, because I'm gonna lose my voice entirely. Oh, I've really had it. This time I've really had it. I thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. Well, I got you, buddy. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. If you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest numbers of tiles you would need? And try to make a square. Okay. Well, in this case, it's just a simple game of math. However, However, I see that we are given a z-axis. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm trying to be more proactively smart about this. So if we were to... Okay, if it's a square, it's equal on all sides. So we would need at least 5. Since this side is 10, we need it to be a multiple of 10, obviously. And the closest multiple of 10 that 12 can get to is 60. So we need, it'd be like 5 by 5. It would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 60. Well, no, because then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that won't do. Because that's only 50 on this side. So then we need to add one more, a 6th, and we would need to keep going until we hit 10, right? So I don't think that's the answer. However, if we were going to make a square with this side here and stack them on top of each other, we need to 0.5, 10, is it 20? So like, if we take this side, if we wanted to get to 10 inches on this side, and this side just literally wouldn't change at all, it'd be 20. However, if we take 12 times 20, man, math, 240. Thanks, brain. 12 times 20 would be 240. However, to have 240 on the left side there, we would need to have 24. So that wouldn't be a square, though. Okay. I think the only way we're getting a square out of this shit is if we take this side and go for the 10-inch side. I think it's 20. I think it's 20. Because that's the only way we would get to 10 inches. That would be a square.
Luke, here's my answer.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Even though I'm bad at math, I can do it. It's possible. Good work. The key to this problem is realizing that the tiles have depth to them. Once you understand that, you have a third dimension to work with. The rest should fall into place for you. Hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose. Alright, I'm back. That worker is such a mood, by the way, just looking at him. Oh, come on! I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no! You had to go and ruin it by answering before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? Of course. I consider that daily. It's called social anxiety. Am I actually a jerk without trying to be? Maybe. And then you worry about it forever. Hello. Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game? Okay. Chess, huh? Too many queens, 1. Too many queens, too many queens. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. Thankfully, I already know how to play chess. See if you can place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch, though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Okay. We'll start with that. Very interesting. There. That wasn't too hard. Yeah, nope, none of them overlap. However, wouldn't that also mean that you could mirror this? Are there 2 correct answers? I'm just double checking my work. Yeah, yeah.
That should do it.
It did like a weird confirmation there. That was kind of interesting. Nicely played. Chess queen problems like this one have been around for over a century. This is a relatively simple variation of this type of puzzle. Consider it an introduction to the genre. Well, I enjoyed that one, so we'll see how that goes from this point onward. Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry, next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you. Sounds good, man. That's actually quite a fun one. Too many queens. Too many queens. If you guys have never seen Too Many Cooks, you owe it to yourself. What luck. It's just perfect for curling up with a good book. Unfortunately, you don't have any books. My, isn't this fancy? It's all soft and squishy. Okay. Well, it's blue, so I'm giving it to Luke. I'm sorry, I just like Luke a little more than Layton. I like Layton, but Luke's my boy, man. What, do you got another milk problem for me? Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Okay. Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. Okay. The problem is, my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up? Alright. Here we go again, baby. Water pitchers, okay. You have one 16 quart pitcher full of water, and one empty 9 quart pitcher, and one empty 7 quart pitcher. Using nothing but these 3 pitchers, can you divide the water evenly so that the 16 and 9 quart pitchers are each holding exactly 8 quarts of water? Okay. Well, let's go for the 7 first. And then let's put the 7 in here. And let's separate 7 more. And then let's try that. Now, how could we get to 8 here? 11. I've got it. 11. Put the 5 in here. Damn it. That didn't work the way I thought it would. Dang it. 9. I have 4 and 3 now. 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. Three. 7. This one's definitely trickier for sure. 9. 7. 5 and 2. But I need 8. Huh. 14 minus 5 is 9 again. I don't feel like I'm going in circles this time, but I'm still kind of struggling a little bit here. 7. 7, 2, 2. 5. Let's go to 11. 5. 11 minus 4 is fucking 7 again, man. We can get to 4 and 7 via this. And then we can get 7 to turn into 3. And then if we do this, 13 and 3. Put the 3 in here. 13 minus 7 is 6. That's not helpful. 13 minus 9 is 4. Nine minus 3 is 6. It's 5. Well, 9 minus 3 is 6. I was just looking at the wrong thing. Well, this is new. I've managed to get 1 in a cup, which I've never done before. So I feel like this is the only track that I haven't actually gone on before. So I guess let's try 15 minus 9 is 6. That's still 7 over there total if I were to do that. But if I put the 1 in here, and then aha, there we go.
Here's my answer.
Difficult. You just gotta keep trying, like, the different, like, branching paths that you can perform and try to find, like, weird numbers, and eventually you'll come across the solution. That's the only way I'm able to, like, stumble my way through these puzzles. I'm trying to actively think it out. It's just, like, it's tough to do that much, like, quick math in a row. Wonderful. If you shift the water back and forth long enough, you'll eventually end up with 8 gallons. Yep. The shortest possible solution requires 15 moves. I would believe that. Aw, genius. Now you've done it for me. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. Thanks, brain. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in that tower. That is very unsurprising. They're just giving me, like, all the answers, man. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about the tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Heck no, we gotta go. Flower bouquet. Luke can have some flowers, I think. Alright, but however, who seems to like it more via dialogue? Pretty flowers there. Exquisite. I feel reinvigorated just looking at them. It does have... Once again, it does have, like, the pink hue to it. So, I'm gonna give that to Layton, I think. I wish I could, like, combine items, like, put the bottle on the table. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see if we can find anything else new. We have solved 78 puzzles. Holy cow. Another puzzle solving charm. That's nice. Oh, another one. Wow. You have another puzzle for me, Lucy. Hee, good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday. Uh-oh. Is it your birthday soon? 60? What? That's the first time we've ever seen 60, I think. Uh-oh. Okay. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. When is her birthday? The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. Is that's really enough information for me to figure that out? Huh. Is this like a leap year thing? Maybe? Perhaps? The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. Okay, I'm trying to put this into perspective in my head. So, alright, well, the only thing that I can really, like, gather from this is that your birthday is not New Year's Day. That's the only thing I can gather from that. So I'm just gonna have to start, like, trying days, I guess. So what? If your birthday is January 2nd, let's just start with that, right? Then what? Okay, let's just say you turn 22 on January 2nd, 2022. All right. Make it simple. So if it is 2 days away from that, that means it would be December 31st of 2021. Okay. And in this case, so you'll be 22 this year. You'll be 21. Wow, I wrote 12. You're 21 at this point, and you'll still be 21 on New Year's Day. And then, yup. Last year, on January 1st, 2021, well, would you have been? Would you have been 19? No, you would have been 20. That's a 3-year gap. How does that work? Hold on, I'm thinking about this wrong. So, like... Oh, but wait, it's last year. This is still this year. Oh, that's fucking tricky, dude. That's mean. I see. So yeah, right now, you're 20. January 2nd is the only day that works. That's crazy. Oh my god, because New Year's Day last year, if it's still 2021 right now, that's crazy, man. 1/1/2020. You were 19. That's fucking nuts. Why would you do this to somebody? That's so rude. Okay, yep. Your birthday. Wow, boy am I glad that worked out. God damn.
Luke, here's my answer.
Wow.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Wow. That's right, her birthday is January 2nd, and your conversation which with her must have taken place on December 31st. That's so crazy. That might be my favorite puzzle yet, actually. That's a really, really cool one. As you can see on the chart above, the woman was 19 on New Year's Day last year, and she turned 20 the next day. That's fucking crazy, dude. I really, that's definitely my favorite puzzle in the game. That one's hard. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victims super gross food before it pounces. Ooh, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise swirl. Ew. Ew is right. Or maybe he just picks the weakest of a bunch to snatch. That's probably more correct. I just don't get why he needs all those people. Yeah, I don't know what's going on exactly. Another cat and mouse game, huh? That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed that cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. Of course, it has to do with the animals. If it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? No. Probably not. Oh my gosh, another 50. Okay. My brain's getting a real workout. The sick brain is getting pushed to the limit. What's E? According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, and D equals 4. So what does E equal? I don't know. What? I don't. What? Okay. Brain has shut down. What on earth? Okay. Why would A be 2? Well, like... Huh. Huh. I don't know. I'm guessing it has something to do with, like, lines and angles. Right? Because, like... But D is weirding me out. Why would D be 4? Okay, so, like... Let's see. A has, like, 2 curved lines attached to it, right? B has 1, 2, 3. C has 1, 2, 3. D, however, has 1, 2, 3 still. Except... Hold the phone. Hold on. Are these separate lines? This is a fucking Hail Mary. This is the only way I can, like, think of this. Okay. So, like, 3 and 4. Maybe? Perhaps? So in that case, E would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe? 5. I'm gonna... Hold on. No, hold on, I see it. Okay, hold on, I'm thinking about this wrong, I get it. A has 2 shapes connected to it. B has 1, 2, 3 shapes connected to it. C has... I mean, C has 4 connected to it. Though. And D has 1, 2, 3, 4. C has 1, 2, 3, 4. So never mind. However, if we go with that line of thinking, and I'm looking at C weird, because this part's kind of messing me up. I'm thinking 5. It's either 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think C is still 3 in this equation because, like, it shares a line with these two, but it doesn't really share a line with this one down here. D, however, does share a line. So if we're going with that, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still 5. It's still 5. Either way I look at it, I'm locking in on 5. I'm locking in on 5.
That should do it.
Nice! There we go. I basically did the same thing, just like 2 different weird ways. Yeah, okay. The only tricky thing there is it kind of looks like C is still connected to the shape below it. Yeah. That's the only thing that I'm kind of like, you could have conveyed that better. Cause C kind of does look like it is touching the bottom one in some weird way. But, you know, we'll let that pass. Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. Well, it was good enough, Luke. Don't you worry, it was good enough. Okay. Is there anything else of note in this direction? Oh, there was a puzzle-solving charm at the bar. There's another note on the ground. Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. That sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation just like the boss asked me to. I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person's made some sort of models for a living? Okay. Interesting. Hey, another charm. Awesome. There's something down here apparently. Aha, a hint coin. Very nice. That's interesting. I wouldn't have found that if I didn't just like randomly come all the way up here. Of course Prosciutto has another thing for me. Yo, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that though, I've got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Okay. Sounds good to me, Chief. What do you got? You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? Okay. So... Hmm. 5 by 6. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Okay. Well... we want to, like, avoid... Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, like, 29 would be that amount, which seems like the highest possible number. And then if we went at it the other way, I think we would get the same result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Either way, we're breaking them all individually. And that makes 29 once again. To separate each of the 30. We can't stack squares on top of each other. I assume that also means that if I were to break these two, I still couldn't do it like that. Right. That's not like on top, but even still, I assume that that is in the rules like that, right? So, like, I couldn't just, like, break these two at the same time. So let's try doing something like this. Let's try breaking that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not finding a solution smaller than 29. I'm gonna have to ponder this a little bit. I'm just gonna have to keep trying random different ways to break chocolate, but I'm not seeing any way to separate them all without doing it 29 times. Yeah, no matter which way you slice it, pun intended, I guess. I'm getting 29. I'm not totally sure about this, but I do not physically see how you could possibly break it in any less breaks than 29. Really? Okay. That's one of those ones where it had me second guessing because the answer was so, like, apparent. So, interesting. That's right. If you follow the rules set out in the puzzle, then it really doesn't matter how you break up the chocolate. The number of segments you have increases by 1 each time you break a chunk off the set. Yep. You start with 1 segment of chocolate, so 29 breaks later, you should have 30 segments. Correct. Now it makes sense. Okay, I'm now about that hot info I promised. If you want to experience the best dining of St. Mysterio, you have got to go check out Mr. Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is yummy. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it yourself. Okay. World map? It's blue, so it goes to Luke. Maybe. I think Layton would like a map, but, you know. It's starting to feel like home. Yep, that's a map of the world. Knowledge of geography is key for any puzzle fan. Okay, actually, Layton seems to like it more, actually. Man, I am just not filling up these rooms. Or, like, their gauges, I mean. I'm filling up the rooms, but not their gauges. Thank you, brain. Alright, I guess I'll meet you with the next interesting thing that I find, then. Okay, this guy has a puzzle for me. Giuseppe. I don't know how to say his name. Oh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate, har har. Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Ah, and here I was thinking I was going to reel in a big sale. You got a hungry look about you, you know. Well, if I can't interest you in any of my fine meat products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? You sure can. 40, sausage thief. Somebody ate the... Oh, it's another one of these. Okay. Somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what the 4 boys have to say. B ate the sausages. D ate them all up. I didn't eat them, no way. B's totally lying. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth. Okay. Gotcha. So, B ate the sausages. Let's see. In A's scenario... B ate them. However, he's not saying that B ate all of them. So A says at least B did. For sure. B says it was all D. C is saying I didn't eat them. No way. So, D is saying B is totally lying. only one of them is telling the truth. So this one's a little trickier because it's not immediately obvious which statements are contradictory. So if A... Let's see. I think C is going to be the key here. Okay. So, all right, this is a bit more complicated than I initially thought. It's very difficult to figure it out because it's not inherently obvious, like, who is contradicting who. So I think I'm just gonna, like, make a chart. Okay. If A is telling the truth, B ate the sausages, then C could be telling the truth. D... Well, no. Okay. If A is saying that B ate all of the sausages, if he's saying all of them, and I'm not overthinking it, so if A is saying B ate all of them, then in that case, C would not be lying. So A is lying, right? In that case. If B is telling the truth, then that would mean A is lying. That would mean C is lying. No, that would mean C is also telling the truth. So, if C is telling the truth, then in that case, let's see. Okay, let's work our way backwards through this. If C is telling the truth, if C did not eat them, it was not C, then that would mean that A, B, and D are all lying. So B did not eat the sausages in that case. D did not eat them all. And then B would not be lying. So that doesn't work either. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Okay. That must mean C is lying. Then. What? Who's telling the truth? This is really hard to figure out, actually. Okay, hold on. One more. We only have one more to go through here. If D is telling the truth, okay, that must mean that A, B, and C are all lying. If A is lying, then B didn't eat any sausages. B is innocent. Okay, so if B is lying, that doesn't contradicts. And then C would be lying, I didn't eat them. It's C. If D is the only one telling the truth, then C ate all the sausages. Right? I think so. I think that's correct.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. That took a lot of thought. That one was tough because it wasn't just like who's contradicting each other. It's literally just fucking, you have to work backwards through that one in your brain and figure out like what it means if each person is lying. That's tricky. C ate the sausages and the only person telling the truth here is D. If you assume A to be the culprit, both C's and D's statements must be correct. Choose B and the other three statements must be true. If you make D out to be the criminal, then what both B and C are saying must be true. None of these possibilities fit the conditions set forth in the puzzle. Correct. Hey, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll tell you some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, grimy tower. You have to be one odd duck to want to live in that moldy wreck, the old moldy wreck anyway. Okay, flower vase. Luke. Even though I gave it to Layton, wow, my brain is failing. I've been too on board. But the flowers. Yeah, no, this one definitely goes to Layton for sure. I have flowers that would look smashing with this. However, if we gave them both to Luke... Yeah, no. That looks much better in Layton's room, at least on the table. I found another puzzle-solving charm in the village hall. I'm doing like one more sweep through to see what I can find here. Oh, I found another puzzle-solving charm. Man, these things are just fucking everywhere. Are these even missable? I'm gonna do research on that in between episodes. I found another one here, just like chilling in the chimney. Okay, how many do we have total? We have 17 of 51. We have 33, we have 1/3 of them. Okay, if these are not missable, then I'm not gonna worry about them, but if they are missable, I just don't know. And I know that they weren't in the original, so not that many people know. Because, like, way less people have played this one than the DS version, it seems. So, I guess I'll just, like, try to find them as I can, and then keep a save file right before the end of the game if they aren't missable, and then if they are missable, I'll just replay. We'll figure that out. I want to get 100% save files, so, whether that means I have to replay or not, to be discovered, to be continued. Matthew seems to be chilling outside here. Hello, Matthew. What are you doing? Oh, look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her, and then we spent like an hour and a half doing puzzles. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir. I was just about to visit myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. That's very beautiful. Here is the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave. Man. That's very beautiful. He loved her, man. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. I really like Matthew. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. My one true love. Poor Dahlia. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe that it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Aww. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madame's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Man. That's such a beautiful location. Like, that's true dedication right there, man. I don't really know, like, what much else to say about it. I just feel, like, a lot of, like, warmth from that moment, you know? I don't really have, like, much else to say. It's just gorgeous. It's pretty self-evident, you know what I mean? Also, no one is here for some reason, which is interesting. Let's go back into this room. And let's very carefully check everything. I went right for the books, like an idiot. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Probably the golden apple. Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. Changed its memory? Huh. What the heck? Wait. Huh. Hold on. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only. Is Dahlia fake? Is Dahlia like a doll made to look like Violet? Like, he's saying that she, like, removed the memory. Or, like, he's saying that he altered the memory of it, whatever it is. And that Flora didn't like it, and that Flora was very attached to her mother. And, like, the most obvious conclusion is that it's like, oh, you know, she didn't like that I was replacing her mother. Is that what we're talking about? Is Dahlia just, like, a fake Violet? That'd be crazy. Changed its memory. I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. Like, he's not talking about his current wife whatsoever. And that's really weird if it's not the it in reference. I can only hope that when I'm gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. We haven't met a Bruno, right? I've disclosed the location of a secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. No mention of Dahlia whatsoever is very strange. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But, Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? Haha, it's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course. Any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. That's true. Okay, first and foremost, though, I want to keep looking around this room, because we aren't able to come in here very often. Yeah, that's super weird. I've altered its memory. I feel bad about forcing this change on my daughter. There can never be another you is the line that really has me thinking that. Is she just a fake, like a doll? Like, the craftsmanship is great, you know? Like, that's where my brain is going. I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, that's fascinating, man. However, how would that tie into the other mysteries that we know? What are the other mysteries, once again? The golden apple, the noise in the rumbling tower, which I still think are like the same thing, but maybe not. Somebody's going around stealing fucking cranks. I forgot about that. We've been finding tiny cogs everywhere. People are getting stolen when they get sick, except Baron Reinhold. He didn't get stolen, even though he was sick. What's going on with all this stuff? Hold on, I need to blow my nose again. Alright, let's go ahead and continue onward to go and find our old lady Ingrid. Hello. Very peculiar of you to show up here. Oh, look who it is. Professor Ladle, was it? Yes, Ladle. The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times, Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. Alright. Let's go pay him a visit. I'm guessing no one else has any new puzzles now that I've, like, progressed the story or anything, probably. There's Professor Layton back there. Yeah, I'm guessing not. Okay. Alright, let's go say hey to our man of the hour, Zapone. I did check with Granny Riddleton, I still haven't gotten a new puzzle from her yet. Close friends of the Baron. It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mrs. Zapone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Ha ha ha, oh no, I was nothing of a sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, wait, never mind, I'm not sure. Say it anyway, man. I guess Zapone can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back to where we started. God damn it, man. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of Saint Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Okay. Anyone new? Hello, hello. I haven't seen you around in a while. Okay. I guess there's something new in this general vicinity up here, except I can't really tap where he was. Aha, okay. Hello. You would be old enough. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. Uh-oh, that's not good. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through Saint Mystere, someone disappears. Really? What? I can't piece this all together. I'm really trying to figure this out, but like, what is going on? They say the ones who go missing are people who've been talking about feeling tired. Well, GG. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Ramon, for sure? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? And why do they not remember anything? Are they like doll clones of the people or something? I'm still on this like Dahlia is a fake doll version of Violet thing. That's the only thing I could like glean from that note that we found from him. You there. Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. This flower's vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase space case. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you, so why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? Who? What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. Good one, man. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it, though. I just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So, speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'd like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase. 10 picarats seems not very difficult at all. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it, fit the pieces together, and restored the vase to its original shape. There's one catch, though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Restore the vase to its original shape. I mean, that seems pretty cut and dry to me.
That should do it.
Okay. No, it wasn't hard. That was definitely a 10-carat puzzle for sure. Repairing the vase wasn't much of a challenge, was it? Oh, if only fixing things in real life were this simple, for real. You got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? I would love sausage, man. Believe me, there are some links you don't want to be missing. No, thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe if you'd have said yes, you would have known what was at stake. Oh, man. I think we're done here, Luke. I agree. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Man, they fucking hate it. Damn. Tough crowd, huh? 83 puzzles is pretty good. What the heck is this now? The dog keeps interrupting me, man. What is my... Oh, there it is. Okay. What kind of loud just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you think that everyone would know trash goes in the Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Oh, really? Ha ha ha. Look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Okay. Murder mystery solved. Inspector Chelmy identifies killer. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Okay. There's his wife. Interesting. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Interesting. Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff that I had never imagined he'd have a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke, he did say that. How very curious. Inspector Chelmy was added to your list of mysteries. Really now? There's another guy standing here. How deep does this go? Though Chelmy claims to dislike all sweets, a scrap of newspaper Luke found claims that his favorite food in the world is sweet potato fritters. That being the case, why did Chelmy fly into such a rage when Matthew brought him sweets at the manor? Trauma? Maybe? Trauma? I guess? What do you have to say? Archibald. So, it's true what I'm hearing about the two of you. Are you really running around town in search of the Reinhold fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me. My name is Archibald. Archibald. The Baron and I were great friends. Thick as thieves. Okay. Augustus, yep. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I am the one you are searching for? I would hope so. Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we'd be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourself looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and solve the ones you can. I've done plenty, don't you worry. Take it from this old timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid, Luke. Let's get right to it. Okay. Well, let me look around. Aha! Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Chapter 5 is long, man. Not knots. Who's there? In front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well... I think this is just going to be another scenario of me cutting this out and just examining them. I don't think that there's any like interesting commentary I can provide over this. It's just going to be what it is. I just have to look at them and figure it out. All right, so after looking at it for a while and trying to envision it in my head, I think that the only one that looks like it would pull into a knot is C, by my estimations, just by looking at them, because, like, for sure B wouldn't, because B just kind of looks like it's just kind of like laying on top of it. It's not really like intersecting with it. D, I'm a little questioning on D. It's a little difficult to tell, but like the thing about D that has me being like a little more suspicious is like the fact that right here, this part right here, like it's just going underneath. It's not actually like going through it. C though is like all messed up in here. A, I'm pretty confident would not, because I just like envisioned it in my head. I have no other way to describe my thought process. I'm trying my best here. I think it's C. I think it's just C.
Well, here's my guess.
Damn, I'm good. Look at that, brother. I'm so good. I'm cracked this episode. I don't know what changed, but man, I'm fucking cooking. Good job. The only thing you need to do to solve this puzzle is look at it. However, the images themselves are complicated, so it's easy to get confused. It would be fun to test all the variations of figurations with actual pieces of rope. True. Woo, that puzzle was no pushover. Nice. Okay, let's check out this desk then. Let's actually go back. Skipped over some of the drawers. No. I wanted to go back and tap around the room a little more, but that's fine. Okay. Aha, that's why. Okay. Ah, more coins, more hidden shit. Wow, I would have missed so many hint coins if it. And a puzzle solving charm. Goddamn. Okay, well, boy, am I glad I backed out and did some looking. What lovely craftsmanship. All these books look very long. There's an hourglass on there. This letter appears to have been left unfinished. What does it say? There's a hint coin on the desk? Brother. There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. Okay. You just never opened this drawer? It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? It must be X marks the spot, right? But of what? Is it like the whole village? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. All right. Well, that was definitely a meteor episode for sure. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Right, there was this mysterious other guy that registered there. Well, we best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now, off to the inn we go, Luke. All right. Well, I think that is going to be everything for today's episode of Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village Blind. That Dahlia thing really threw me for a loop, man, but I'm getting quite interested in where everything's going. Things are like, the threads are starting to intertwine a little bit, and it's just enough that it's really keeping me going. And yeah, all right, that's about all I had to say. Thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play Professor Layton and the Curious Village Blind. I've been Guildmaster Wiggly. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. If you are new, consider subscribing. If you want to follow my socials or join my Discord, in the description. And if you like what I do and would like to help me do it more, consider becoming a member. And I hope to see you all in the next one when we continue our journey toward the Golden Apple.